get any worse, I don't think. Oh god. I'm so heartbroken right now. I don't know what to say. Hi you guys. So this is another one of those videos that I never thought I would have to film, and I never wanted to have to film, and could probably get away with not filming, but I have a feeling you guys are gonna ask and wonder at some point, especially because recently I discussed doing future videos like the ones I'm going to talk about, and I'm hurting really bad, and a lot of the time when I make a tea time, it's because I'm hurting really bad, and I need somewhere to go where people are going to hear what I'm saying, and where people can also take something away from my problem, because I don't just like rant and give complaints in tea times, I also give you guys advice on how to deal with this situation in the best possible ways. So, probably gonna cry some tears, just a warning. If you don't want to watch a sad-ish video right now, maybe don't watch this, because I'm probably gonna cry, and it's probably gonna get a little bit messy, and yeah. This is not something I was planning on addressing in on a bigger scale of a video. Like, I was planning on just maybe taking a minute to address this on like a vlog or something, but I feel like it deserves more than a minute, and I feel like I have a lot to say, and it's gonna take more than a minute anyway. It's gonna take quite a few minutes to say everything I have to say. So the people I'm going to talk about in this video were my best friends for a very long time. And if you're watching this, this video is not meant to hurt you. This video is meant to give me closure and to address the situation, since you guys chose to be a part of the Rogues fam on screen, and people will ask and will wonder, and they deserve answers. I'm feeling a lot of things right now. Today was the worst day of my life, and that says a lot, because first the worst day of my life was the day that my dad died, then it was probably the day that my aunt died, the day that my uncle died. I think those were the top 3 worst days of my life, honestly. And today was worse than all of those, because I lost people. I lost my people. I'm already tearing up because this is really hard, really hard for me. This whole situation brings up the hurt of people leaving me and just walking out of my life. But today I received a text from one of my best friends, or now ex-best friends, I guess, Ava. And you guys know her. She's been on many videos and many vlogs, so you guys know her, and yeah. I received a text from her saying that she didn't want to be friends anymore. And it was really, really random, really, really out of the blue. I didn't really get an explanation as to why, but I didn't want to argue, and you can't force people to be friends with you. So, and I didn't want to end things off on a bad note. We have been friends for 7 years, and that's a long time. That's a long, long time. We've grown up together. We were more than best friends. We were sisters, and it was funny because last week I was thinking about how blessed I was to have her as a best friend and a sister, and I have a thing right here, and it's one of the things that was up on my photo wall that fell down, and it said there are friends and there's family, and then there are friends that become family, and Ava was my family, and she was my sister, and her family was my second family, and I just always felt really comfortable around her and her family and at her house, and we spent so much time there and here and doing so many things, and we spent so much time together over the past 7 years. We did everything together. We went on school auditions together. We had lunch together. We had French class together. We would study together. We would FaceTime and study. We would do everything together like best friends do. And today when she texted me, I was really, really confused. I almost thought the text like for a different person or something. And I immediately started crying and I didn't know what to say. I kind of felt like this was gonna happen. Like I kind of thought and knew this was gonna happen when I left school. I felt like it was definitely gonna affect friendships of people I was friends with from school, and it definitely did. This is really just bringing up so much hurt for me because like my mind is blown that people who are always there for you and never make you upset or make you sad or make you cry can just turn on you like that and be the people who are now making you cry. And I'm not quite sure if that's the reason why she came to this conclusion. I think it might have something to do with it because definitely since we left school, like we text a lot and we would text a lot and stuff, FaceTime sometimes, but we didn't get to hang out a lot. Like the last time I saw her was the beginning of March for my birthday, but then after that was quarantine, so like obviously we couldn't hang out. But the last time I saw her before March was December, and like we had really opposite schedules because like she'd be busy because of school things, I'd be busy because of like theater and like horseback riding and stuff like that. So sometimes when we tried to make plans, they would fall through, and sometimes it was my fault. I think a lot of the time it was my fault, or sometimes when I would go to make plans, she'd be busy. And I honestly don't really remember her like trying to make too many plans with me for like a while. Actually, I felt like she was kind of distancing herself from me, and we just kind of felt different because like we used to see each other every day in school, and obviously we used to hang out a lot, I feel like, more when I was in school, and obviously like in the summer and stuff. And I think that influenced her decision of maybe why she didn't want to be friends with me. But the reasoning that she gave me was just really off. And the things she said when we were discussing ending our friendship were pretty hurtful because like it came from absolutely nowhere, and someone you've been best friends with for so long, you would expect more than just like that, and you would expect it to be in more of a like compassionate manner, and it kind of wasn't. So not only was I hurt because she wants to end a friendship of 6 years, but I was hurt because the way she went about it, I feel wasn't right. Please note, I'm not trying to bash her in any way. I've known her for so long, and she really is an amazing, nice, kind, caring person. This is just how I felt about this. I think a phone call would have been nice, because I'm not a huge fan of texting when it comes to super big things like that. Breakups and friend breakups, I feel like shouldn't be done through text, especially when it's such a long, long time. I feel like that's almost just a little bit... I'm not being mean to you, like, I still love you and I still wish we were friends, but I feel that it was just a little bit maybe disrespectful. I just felt like this deserved more than a text, and this was worth more than a text. And I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm just saying that in general. If you guys are planning on breaking up with someone or ending a friendship, call them. Because it's not easy, but it's certainly more brave and like it's more meaningful than a text. And it's also hard to tell what their tone is when they're sending a text. Are they sad? Are they angry? Is it a bittersweet moment? Is it just what are they thinking? When you're on the phone, you can kind of better notice that, or a FaceTime call. I've been a mess because of everything going on lately, like quarantine, and I miss my friends and family so much, and I was also just really shocked that this even came about because it's really, really weird. Like, it's just really weird, like, it's so out of the blue. Like, yesterday we were having a conversation about, like, after quarantine and what we're gonna do, and then today it was so out of nowhere. It was so out of nowhere, and it shocked me more than anything, you know what I mean? And it hurts so bad, and all day, this happened at like 3 p.m, it's now like 10 p.m. All day I've been sad and crying and reading the texts and rereading them and thinking about like our past and what happened that caused this and things and mistakes that I've made. And somehow, some way, the past got brought up because when we first started being friends, it was a little bit rocky, like in middle school, because none of us were thinking clearly. In middle school, everyone's like crazy. So it started off really rocky, and somehow that drama got brought up, and I feel like grudges were being held on that. And like, honestly, I don't even remember what happened because it was stupid middle school drama. Like, I completely forgot about it until she brought it up again. And I just feel like because everyone has so much time to think about life and everything during quarantine, everyone's sitting at home thinking a lot. I feel like maybe this was a mistake. Maybe she's not quite thinking clearly. And I'm not saying this to be cocky. I'm saying this because this is how I feel. I feel like anyone who decides not to be friends with me, and this is advice for you guys too. If anyone decides not to be friends with you or walk out of your life, they do not deserve you. And you don't deserve that. And you deserve so much better than that. Because it's just crazy to me how people who are supposed to be there for you no matter what, and people who usually make you smile and laugh, can just flip on a dime and make you cry and be really sad. And like, this is something that I just never thought would happen. And like, it's just so weird to me. It's so random and so heartbreaking because I don't understand why. I don't understand why. When people hurt me, I have a really hard time understanding why and how. And there isn't always an answer to why and how, but she gave me answers as to why she had to do this, and it just doesn't make sense to me because it seemed like almost over exaggerated, or like it seemed like it was something we could work through if we're best friends, and we have been for 7 years. And it kind of made me feel as though maybe this whole time she was kind of being like fake. I'm not really sure. The things she said kind of made it seem like this entire time was just some like lie. No matter what, we always made up and we always overcame things, and some things I said shouldn't have been said, and I made mistakes, they made mistakes, and in the end we are always okay. And like, the past is in the past. I strongly believe that what happens in the past should stay there, which is why I'm like weirded out by the fact that she's bringing this up again, and that she's bringing it up so like late after it happened. Like I said, I'm a strong believer of the past is in the past, and it should stay there because people change, things happen, and people make mistakes, but if you get over it once, why hold a grudge? Because it's just a waste of time. Kind of like, grudges make you more angry. I try and let go of everything that happens, even though sometimes it feels like you should hold a grudge because it was a really bad situation, even though I don't think anything that happened in middle school was like worth holding a grudge on for so long, even though I don't really remember, because honestly, I don't remember any of the drama that happened in middle school. Like, I have no idea. I literally don't remember why it happened. I don't even really remember what happened, and I don't know why she's bringing it up now. And I feel like if some of these things were brought up sooner that she mentioned, we could have talked through it and gotten through it. And I'm not quite sure why she didn't bring things up sooner, but she didn't, and I'm not sure if this friendship can be fixed, and I really hope that it can be, but you can't force people to be friends with you, and if it can't be fixed, then there's nothing I can do about it. It sucks, and it's gonna leave me heartbroken for a long time, and I'm always gonna think about them because we did so much together and we have so many amazing memories. And all the friends that I've lost in the past, when I think about them now, because these were like all happened, like one was in 7th grade and then one was actually last year. But the one in 7th grade, she was my best friend for 2 years. We had so much fun together. We hung out like every day. We did everything together. When I think about her and I's relationship now, I can think about it and just be happy. I don't really get sad about it. And when I think about the friend I lost last year, when I think about our friendship, I don't get sad about it either. I kind of like am able to think about the good times and think about it in a happy way. So I'm sure at some point I will get to the point where I can think about Ava and Kelly in a good way as well and just remember all the good memories, but not right now, not for a while. Thinking about them is going to be very hard, and I'm probably going to cry every time I do think about them. And I tried to like get myself together because I don't want to like sob the whole video. I'm trying to just breathe and remember that everything's going to be okay, because I know everything will be okay. It just doesn't feel like that right now. Yesterday was a really rough day. I got made fun of and picked on a lot yesterday, all over social media, after posting a TikTok, and it was not good. And just, this doesn't really have anything to do with this video, but think about what you say and what you post before you post it. That's on my end and on the other people's end, because things were posted about me and said about me that were a little bit hurtful and made me a little bit upset. And usually that stuff doesn't bother me, but sometimes it can get to people, especially right now in this pandemic. Everyone's already going a little bit crazy, everyone's upset, everyone's dealing with some shit. So just think before you post things about people and think before you speak. And just like think before you do those things, and remember that your words and actions can hurt people, so just be careful with that. Saying that because of the thing I posted as well, and because what was posted about me, so that's on both ends. But Kelly, Ava, and I, it seems we are parting our ways, and this is so weird to be making this video because I never thought this would happen. This is gonna be really hard on me, and because they're the ones who ended it, like I didn't decide on this, they kind of did. Ava did, and then Kelly also did, because they've been friends longer, and we weren't fighting or anything. Like, it just came really out of nowhere. So I don't know why Kelly chose to like pick sides, because I don't think that needed to happen, but like, can't force people to be friends with me. That was their decision. I appreciate the way Kelly ended things really respectfully, and she was very sorry about it. And the text I got from Ava almost seemed a little bit harsh for the situation, which didn't help. But I know her. She's a very kind-hearted person, so I don't think she meant it quite like that. I hope not. And I mean, I had to let you guys know this because people are already asking. I did post a TikTok that was a video of me taking down their pictures. I did take down their pictures, and it hurt. I was crying when I did it, and I didn't do it out of anger or spite. I did it because looking at them was making me cry even more. Because right now, it's still too new to me, and like it's like a fresh wound. So like thinking about it and like staring at the pictures and videos and things is gonna hurt really, really bad. I just want to say thank you to them for being really good friends to me for 6, almost 7 years. I know we've had our ups and downs, but we've definitely had our moments, and we've done so much together. And no matter what, I will always love you guys, and you will always have a special place in my heart. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to fix things. Maybe none of us are thinking clearly at the moment, and maybe, you know, in a little while we can be friends again, or in a few years, or a few months, or a few weeks, or maybe even a few days. People change their minds, and if not, I'm gonna have to move on, and it sucks, but it is what it is. I'm very thankful that I have you guys and my real friends. I mean, not that Kelly and Ava weren't real friends, but I have other like really good friends that are able to help me through this, and you guys, thank you for all the support and love and Thank you to my friends for just being there for me and talking me through this, and thank you guys for sticking around, like, no matter what, because I understand that people grow apart and friendships can fade and people get kind of distant from each other, and I understand that happens and it's just a part of life. I feel as though this friendship between the three of us didn't need to end. I thought everything was completely fine, but Ava and Kelly, I guess, felt otherwise, and that's okay. It really sucks, and it's hitting really hard, and for the next couple days it's gonna hit really hard. So yeah, if I take a little break from YouTube, that would be why. And I'm just sorry for the mistakes I made that could have led up to this, and I'm sorry that, you know, this had to, like, come to an end like this, and I'm gonna miss you guys, like, a lot. And you guys might miss videos with them too, because I know that those videos were always so fun to make, and they always did really well. You guys always loved those videos, but there's not going to be any more of those, at least with them. Maybe we'll get some new people to be on the channel and stuff, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah. And if any of you are going through, have gone through, or will go through a friend breakup, I'm sorry, because it really does suck, but just know that they don't deserve you if they're leaving you. Know that you don't deserve that. You deserve better, and you deserve people who will stay with you no matter what, and be your friends no matter what, and put up with your bullshit and fight to keep the relationship strong and healthy. And if it's anything less than that, then it's just not meant to be, and things happen for a reason. One of my favorite quotes is, God takes people out of your life because he sees things you couldn't, hears things you didn't, and knows things you wouldn't. And I believe that everything happens for a reason, even though sometimes no reason can justify it or make it okay. Things do happen for a reason, and it sucks, and I am really, really going to miss Ava and Kelly. And I love you guys so much if you're watching this, and if not, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'm not really angry, I just don't understand why. And I have a hard time understanding why people choose to hurt me, because I didn't do anything to them. Not like recently. We haven't fought in years. It was just very weird to me. But stuff happens. People grow apart. People make hard decisions, and yeah. I think that is all I have to say. And I'm sorry to anyone who has to go through friend breakups, and I'm sorry to anyone who's dealing with this or has dealt with it, because it is very hard. But just remember, it'll be okay. Things happen for a reason. People come in and out of your life for a reason. You will make new friends. Thank God I have such amazing friends who have been texting me all day and FaceTiming me and getting me through this. Thank you guys. I love you so much, and I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
Click the notification bell to see more notifications.
To see more notifications pop on your screen.
About me!
Yeah. That's the tea. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Bye!
Bye!